Interesting. Interesting. Xela's very much proving himself that he should have been in the Elite Group. And to be fair, Jenko, who I did speak to in length about this event, did say that Xela should be up high and could possibly push it all the way to near the very end. One too many drinks in the name of Flikza. Let's see. Takes control of this one. Goes for the edge. Bump. You love to see it. Gets him. Yes. Bang. Get out of the way, Xela. Flikza scores first. Amazing start to the game. Everyone knows how much I love those. He nails it.
I think Flikza has. I think Flikza is a similar challenge. Like whereas Stealth, I feel like is a little more freestyly in terms of his advanced mechanics. I feel like Flikza has good mechanics as well, but he's a much more similar player to Xela. He has good comp mechanics.
Immediately, Flikza looks a completely different opponent for Xela here. He looks so comfortable already. Low boost play. Finds his way back, speedy recoveries, takes the mid, knows he's got some time, and challenges early. Xela has no space, gets bumped as well. Flikza a chance on the ball, shoots, Xela's there. Keeps it out. Flikza recovering on low, it's going to be an equalizer.
Yeah, it's a risky shot. Like, whenever it's like, it's something that people get tempted into. They get a small window at goal there, and you take a shot with 0 or 12 boost in the tank. It has to go in, or you are never recovering.
Yeah, or you need to put your opponent in a really compromised position where they can't recover quickly. That was an easy one for Xela to absorb and walk it down the other end. Flikza off the crossbar and out. Xela has the boost and has the ball. Mech available on the wall. Here he goes. What has he got for us? Gee, he hasn't set himself up very well, and Flikza should actually walk this down the field and score. Does.
He does. Yeah, it was a little bit of a nervous setup from Xela. We usually see him extremely confident with his setups off the wall.
That first touch off the wall must be something he has done tens of thousands of times in training. Does not nail it here, where it matters most. And Flikza walks it down for his second. Another really good kickoff from Xela. Whatever he is doing on kickoffs, he is doing it well. Take notes, everybody.
Yeah, you see him. I've watched some of the kickoff goals back when I've been able to actually see the kickoff, and he's hitting the center of the ball every single time.
What a challenge that was in the midfield there from Flikza as well. I was wondering how he was going to get himself out of that when he did really well.
Right there, that was the difference. See how Xela took a hook shot without jumping? It gave him the opportunity to recover because he was there faced with another zero boost shot.
Xela goes low on this one as well, gets a little bump, and Flikza misses out on the boost. Ends up going back for it. Xela has the ball. Flikza can't quite make the challenge work. Really good from Xela. He's so quick at adapting as well, is Xela. We saw that exact challenge from Flikza before. I talked about it only moments ago, where he jumps and then half flips into position and gets the challenge. Xela saw it, and Xela has adapted, and he's scored as he walks it past him around the back.
Oh, that could have been a goal. It was a dangerous move from Flikza to claim all the boosts. Did he actually get the reset?
He got it the second time, regardless, and Xela ends up challenging him. He does get the reset one way or the other. He's been watching Knob play. He's taking notes, sends it off the back wall. Xela will look for the mid boost here. Flikza will have to retreat. This is a really good game of Rocket League already, Breezy. I'm loving what I'm seeing. That's beautiful from Xela as he walks it around. Flikza flipped, and he is gone, and Xela scores, and he holds a 3-2 advantage. Dementorman, welcome to the stream.
Yeah, we've not seen those dribbles as much from Xela in the previous games, and it seems to have just almost added that to his game in the last 2 minutes, and it's working.
Flikza just dives in, but another nice little touch out wide from Xela. He's always maintaining a little bit of car between him and the goal, and Flikza suffers as a result. Xela walks in his fourth. It looked like it was going to be a huge challenge for him early. Flikza looks on, but Xela is adapting, and he's taken the lead and extended it to 4-2 just after the halfway mark. Misses out on the boost. That's going to be big on the play. He's going to take it out wide. Flikza's gone for that mid, so he's given Xela the space. He's not going to go up the wall this time. Simple hook shot for Xela. Goes over the top. Flikza has the boost as well. He's going to have to bail on this one for the time being, is Xela. Flikza, look, a bit of panic coming in from him. Xela doesn't challenge in the end. Flikza going for another bump. He's going to take his corner away from him. Xela's got a little bit saved up, though. Enough to get it over the top of the challenging Flikza. I think Flikza must have thought Xela was empty. I thought he was as well until we flicked to his perspective. Saved just enough to get the flick away, gets it over the top and scores his fifth, and he's extending the lead again, and he's walking away from another opponent early here.
it's being, there we go, we've seen that, that's the proper setup. Just this time though, he doesn't get the acceleration goal.
Flikza with a really good setup here. What has he got for us? The reset, surely into the top. It is
good. Textbook.
He didn't get the end flick he was looking for there, but Xela challenged early. Xela assumed he wasn't going to get it and went early. Any flip reset was good enough to get it over the top.
Yeah, you just need to lift the ball. See that little lift there? It's the fooling the opponent's eyes. As long as you are getting the ball to change direction at the last second, it's enough.
That was so close. Really good from Flikza though. He didn't end up flipping into that. He had to go with what was available. And Xela,
that's a proper one shot there, like from the kickoff.
He knew that he jumped a little bit too early as well. That's what was impressive to me, is he made it work with just the single jump. Xela
Better kickoffs though from Flikza.
Really dangerous here as well. Xela respecting the dribble here, but he challenges early. The early challenges have worked wonders tonight for Xela. Who will win the race to the boost? Well, it's certainly not going to be Flikza as he bounces off his own posts. Xela takes it. Air dribble available. He's given it up again. Not really working for him so far in this particular match is the air dribble game, or the aerial game, I should say. Flikza at the top, that should be a goal.
Oh, that's a rash challenge. They've both done that to each other now. That early rash challenge.
See you later, Mozzie. Enjoy work, mate.
Gotta get back to work. Nice.
Good contest on our hands here, Breezy. 5 apiece. Flikza has clawed his way back into the contest. Musty available.
Oh, what a musty. Oh, he's going to go wide as well. That's so unfortunate. Flikza's going to score.
Heartbreaking for Xela. Flikza will get around it. He's scored his 4th in a row, and it's enough to give him the lead. With only a small time frame left for Xela to get back on his feet.
Yeah, difficult one. Your heart kind of goes out to Xela. Sounds like we're being really kind to Xela the whole thing, but your heart does go out to him. Like, he only missed it. Right there as well. You only have to miss your mark and get a little bit too close by millimeters, and it's enough to send it into the bar instead of into the goal.
This is really dangerous for Flikza. He's going to give the ball to Xela here. Xela's going to get a big chance. Oh, well done by Xela. He doesn't go for the flick, and Flikza does well enough to keep himself in the play. Nice early challenge there, and it's going to be Xela on the back foot. We're into the final 10 seconds. He challenges early, gets the boost. One last roll of the dice for Xela. He scored. Surely Flikza can't get there. He's equalised with 5 on the clock. He had one opportunity to get himself back in. The early challenge was it, and he makes it work. Well done by Xela. He is back in the contest. 5 seconds remaining.
Kick off for Flikza there.
Xela's going to be the last one on the ball. Flikza's going to drop it. They are going to overtime. Golden goal to separate the players in the first game. The first elite player we have seen is having it taken to him by Xela, who just won't take no for an answer in any matchup in this tournament. He will get a really good look here as well. Flikza's going to have to do well to save this. Challenges early. Over the top. Xela. It's been his staple in the air all tournament long. He takes it to the air and he just accelerates it into the top. Flikza challenges early. No one keen to go for the goal line saves on those ones. Everyone wants the early challenge. And Xela, the beneficiary, has taken another game off of another big name.
Yeah, I think it's the same deal again. I think people who are high level at ones are very scared of that air dribble bump coming out, and when you see someone get a perfect setup for an air dribble, it's always in the back of your mind that they could pull it out.
Yeah, he had a lot of options there, Xela. It was a really good ball for him to win with boost. Flikza was always going to have to retreat. Either player in that situation would have been fancied to score. This could be a goal. No, he's not going to get around it, I don't think, in time, so he's going to click the corner boost, though. Flikza takes the other corner. Another really good chance for Xela. Does well enough. Very middle of the goal kind of shot, but heaps of power on it, and Flikza can only do as well as put it into his own net. What a game, down to the wire. Yes, Caspar, indeed. It's a thriller, this one. I would be very surprised if we don't see this one go to 5. Has Flikza always been in this funny-looking Octane? I can't remember that he was last game.
He was in the Fennec last game.
There you go, we've seen the car change, and immediately he's on the back foot again. Xela scores his second. It's a very goopy looking decal. We've got two players with very goopy looking decals, as it turns out. Interesting choices to make from the players. Surely, I think Xela must have a backers over the top. He's got the cackling boost, he's got the wooden wheels, and he's got a flashy looking car. There's no way that's what it looks like on his screen. Flikza, another really poor challenge that should be a goal. Oh, what a terrible bounce for Xela, though. Flikza out of the play and will be a goal. Xela's scored 3. Flikza's losing it a little bit here early in game number 2.
Yeah, a few rash challenges again. Like he's challenged really well in the he challenged really well in the first game, but a few unsavory challenges in ones.
Another kick-off advantage for Xela. He's been so good at that all night. I'm gonna tell you what. Regardless of what name is at the other end of the field, if you can kick off and win most of them, you give yourself every chance to win every game in ones. Oh, he's missed the boost here, has Flikza. This is a really bad start to game number 2 for him. Not comfortable at the moment. That's another high one. He hasn't jumped yet. He hasn't had to. That's one he might have to jump for. Oh, he does. But it's out off the bar. And Xela misses the corner boost. And Flikza delays, gets the corner boost and will take the ball. Survived a very dangerous play there, did Flikza. And Xela's having none of this. Xela's having none of this fancy footwork from Flikza. Walks in his 5th. Flikza has a broken controller at the moment. Oh my. Flikza's going to have to retreat here again. Xela's play with a 5-goal lead. Maybe we see Xela go for some fancy work. Drops it low. Flikza's still going to challenge. Can't make it work. 6 on the board for Xela.
Yeah, it's just proving to be a little bit too strong. Like you can see him on the ceiling right from the get-go. Xela just keeps winning kickoffs. It's making it impossible to beat him.
It was such a tight game number 1, wasn't it? That's an absolute blowout here. A broken control is not good if Flikza's having to adapt to new controls against someone in such fine form as Xela. Even if Flikza's to score now, he's only going to Brazil himself. There's no real reward for it. He does score, and it is Brazil. Plenty of time left, though.
Yeah, I think he just needs to find some form in this game.
If it is the case that he's playing with a broken controller and he's had to remap his controls, there's every chance that he will just get better the longer he gets used to it. Might as well just stick out this contest and get a feel for it. It's going to be a race to that corner boost. Xela knows it. Xela gets it. Xela will score surely as a result does. Anyone else need a translator? Yeah, we need a Discord role for translators around here. Official translators. Another dominant kickoff for Xela. Will he take to the air here? Will he wait for Flikza? He has. He's taken to the air. It's not the best setup. Flikza's gone missing. And that is going to be in eventually. Surely it is.
Yeah, definitely, like, he's eliciting those early challenges. Like, that was not even a very good setup from Xela to begin with.
No, it was a poor first touch from him. It seems like Flikza's aware this one may be all over already. 9-1. Not sure I've ever seen anyone come back from 9-1 in one particular game. Flikza telegraphing he has no boost available. He doesn't. He's going to go for that mid. Takes a touch out wide.
Good setup though.
For someone that doesn't have air roll available, that's a pretty handy looking setup for the flip reset. Doesn't quite land it, but gets the goal regardless. What do we see from Flikza from here?
I liked him better in the Fennec, to be honest. I didn't really understand the car change, to be honest, especially given the fact that I think for the most part Flikza did play the. I think for the most part Flikza did play crew battles in the Fennec, if I'm not mistaken. So I wasn't really sure whether that was the best move or not. Xela just very calm and collected on the ball, even with low boost.
Yeah, he's holding all the cards at the moment. Is Xela, there's no real risk involved in any play for him at this point. Holding on to an 8-goal lead. Yeah, and I agree. I think the car change was way too early to call. It was a 1-goal game. He lost in overtime in game number 1, did Flikza. Immediately went for the car change. I'm not sure I rate it. Neon was talking about that earlier in chat. That's certainly a situation where I wouldn't be making a car change. Surely you're just warming into your opponent at that point. It's a long series here.
Yeah. Just almost feels like a lot of the strategies to deal with Xela at the moment that are being implemented by all of his opponents, apart from obviously the dominant kickoffs, is almost waiting for Xela to make a mistake, and like he's just not making one at the moment. They're gonna have to make him make a mistake.
Yeah, Flikza, a good goal there. Chasing a bit of momentum here. Still a minute 40 remaining in this contest. It's still, though, 8 goals. That's another good flick from Flikza.
Yeah.
Remember, I did cast Flikza in a crew battles match, and I called him Flikster the entire time. As I
You did. Much to the frustration of twat chat.
Oh, to everyone, yes. But yeah, I do apologise for that. It was a long time ago, but I still feel terrible about it. I did work with someone called Flikster. That's why it was very difficult for me to spit out the word Flikza. Thank you, 20. Thank you. Appreciate that, mate. Yeah, we have got some really good feedback about the overlay design. My wife was telling me today, though, that the green dots to say that people have won are difficult to see on mobile. That's what she watches on while I'm streaming. I wasn't aware of that. Obviously, I just look at it when I'm designing it on my 32-inch Samsung Odyssey, so I don't really get to see it from the 5-inch screen of the mobile.
Small flex there. Just we'll let it go.
Oh, one of my 7 Samsung Odysseys, yeah. my three 4090 Ti's that I've got hooked up in my computer here. Almost as good as Breezy's hat. Yeah, nothing will compare to Breezy's hat though. Let's be real. Insert branding deal here. Imagine Xela score is 13. How many force of natures? That's what we should have made the prediction for today's event, Breezy. Everyone lost out on the full gauntlet run for their predictions. Maybe we should have gone, how many force of natures will Xela get? I think he's done about 5 so far.
To be fair, I was thinking about it the other night in terms of the maths of it all, and I was like, actually, the odds of someone getting the entire gauntlet prediction right is actually very slim. I was like just thinking about the maths of all the things. I was like, the odds that, considering there's only 20 people who voted, I was like, the odds that anybody gets every single one right is not high.
Yeah, well, they almost all got wiped on the first day. That's a great shot from Flikza. Yeah. Finds a little confidence boost heading into game number 3. He's going to need a complete change-up heading into game number 3. Xela has been all over him here. I've not liked what I've seen from Flikza. I really liked what I saw in game number 1, and I thought if things had continued the way they were, he was going to give Xela a real run for his money. But the car change, I'm not sure what's going on, but he found himself 7-0 down early in this particular game. Xela will win game 2. He will hold a 2-0 advantage. And Flikza will have to do some recalculating here. He will need to be very, very different in game number 3. Reset available. Oh, nearly gets it in. That's beautiful. It's another game in the bank for Xela.
Absolute steamroll at the moment from Xela. It's really, really proving difficult for anybody to stop him.
Has anyone got it? Did anyone get Xela 3-1ing? I think a few people did actually. I think quite a few people got Xela 3-1ing stealth. I'm wondering what predictions people had on this one after it. What was your, if anyone 3-1'd, which there were a few of you, if anyone got the 3-1 correct for Xela and Flikza, how did you go in this one? Let me know in the chat if you dare to reveal your secrets. Flikza hanging around in the corner here. He's got the boost. He's just giving the ball to Xela and he's going to score, surely. Can Flikza get back? No. It's going to be another goal to Xela.
It's just, yeah, they're just giving the ball away to Xela, who's remaining grounded and just watching them try and make a play from an awkward spot, and he's just staying grounded and waiting for them to make a bad touch. And the odds that they make a bad touch in the positions they're putting themselves in is really high.
He's ball chasing and it is so effective at the moment. Xela, even there, he had boost disadvantage. Really awkward position. Flikza probably thought Xela was going to retreat, at least for some pads. He didn't. He just dove in and he scored as a result. They all count for the same when they're on the scoreboard. And Xela's finding a way to put him in. 3-0 here. Oh my. Puma's onto it. Puma was actually one of the only 3 that were still alive after day one's predictions as well. Shuma all over it, Reese. Goodness me. Xela's going to score again as he's
he's giving it. Yeah, he's giving the ball up really quickly there.
This has been dominant from Xela. Game 1 was tight. Games 2 and 3 look like runaways here. Not many answers from Flikza. Chance here though, it's a goal. Get himself back on the board. Xela not happy with his save. There's not much he could do. I actually, that's the first time I remember even seeing Flikza's goal explosion there. I haven't seen that one before. Such has been the dominance of Xela.
Yeah, he's been a very scary person to face so far.
Of course, we do have Wolfdick available. Wolfdick will be waiting for him. We know there's history between those two players. Wolfdick has beaten him. Oh, I thought that was it. That's gone wide for Flikza. That's unfortunate for Flikza. Uses his second jump there. I'm not sure why he used both jumps on that occasion there, Flikza. It really limited his options with what he could do with the ball. Ends up just giving it to Xela and finds himself on his back wall as a result. Wolfdick will wait, like I talked about. He did beat Xela last time they met. Goes for the edge of a bump there. Flikza doesn't quite work out as Xela evades it. I think he got bumped. It just didn't really affect him. Still gets to save. Xela with a flip and a second one as well. He's going to wave dash and score! Outstanding from Xela. Flikza unsure when to make the challenge. Xela landing 2 flips. Looked like he was out of the play from where we were sitting. Flikza must have thought so as well. Goes for the challenge and the pop over the top from Xela and finds his 4th. And we will need to see some serious Rocket League from Flikza from now, if he's going to want to advance to see Wolfdick. Xela looks so comfortable now, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's taking early leads like so much in the games that he just it doesn't matter to him in the later game anymore. Like players taking too long to warm into the contest.
Good play from Flikza here. Goes low, but he's always going to get challenged by Xela there. Demos Xela, 1-shot chance for Flikza. Gets it, goal. He's back in it. When he's good, Flikza, he looks so good. But he needs more of it.
I think they need to be a little more calm and patient, especially when they have the ball and they know they've got Xela on low boost, and and that's as another kickoff goal goes in. But when they've got Xela on low boost and he's just staying grounded and watching the play.
Yeah, every time we see a player get back into the contest and they get a little bit of a groove on, you see Xela just nail another kickoff goal and could get 2 back-to-back here. He's in a really poor position. Flikza, he's going to have to challenge this. Xela knows it and backs off. Fakes it well. Flikza's going to have to retreat off a couple of pads and Xela will be full and in the air. Surely Flikza can't challenge this early. He's got no boosts. Xela takes the corner as well. Flikza's on the ball, but he's going to have 0. Surely. Uses both jumps. No, he's got 18. He's done well. Actually has an opportunity to score this. Xela blocks the low shot. That one worked early for Flikza and it hasn't worked since. Xela's going to score his 6th.
Yeah, Xela seems to be very alive to the fakes recently. I don't think anybody's managed to fake him very well. I think actually taking the flick is probably a better shot for him, but a lot of players opting not to go that route.
That's going to be in as well. No, it's wide. Flikza forced to jump. He saw this ball the same way I did. Chance now. Edge will bump. It's got to be. You've got to go back to the basics here. Go back to what works. It's a goal. 6-3. If you've got it in your arsenal, flaunt it. It wasn't the best setup in the end. Xela stayed grounded for a long time on that play. Long enough for Flikza to snipe him. Another really good kickoff from Xela, but it should favour Flikza, really, shouldn't it? Oh, he shouldn't leave that because Xela's always going to be there. Forces Flikza into another compromised position. Flikza, this time with a bit of boost up his sleeve. Xela with full. This is actually the most dangerous position for Flikza to be in. So many of Xela's goals we've seen. Oh, well done by Flikza this time. It's the edge of bumps. He's going to lock and reload and keep firing that bullet until he draws level. And you love to see it.
Oh, yep, keeps coming up on him.
Yeah, it's such a late stage in the game. We'll keep an eye on Xela's ping. He has a big advantage in the matchup. I don't think we'll panic too much on that at the moment. Here we go again. He's just accelerating into the net. They need to be ready for it because he just nails it every time. He's able to bring that ball just under the crossbar every single time he takes to the air. He captures every single opponent he faces out with that particular move. And again, we see Flikza draw close and Xela pull away only moments later. Reset off the ceiling. Goes on the ground. I'm not sure what he was hoping for there. That is a really poor touch from Xela. And Flikza walks it down and scores. Wouldn't blame Packet Loss for that one, surely. He just slammed that into the ground.
He was, I think he tried to get a harder touch into the ground to pop it back up to himself, but the ball just lost all of its momentum when he hit it down.
Just wait to ready up. You can see Xela's internet's not amazing at the moment. Might be that little opportunity Flikza needs to get himself back into the game here. The best pop off the wall, but what do I know? Flikza, wow, beautiful catch. It's out wide. Oh, that's unfortunate for Flikza. Another goal here will really put some fear into Xela, and he's just challenged on the goal line there. Flikza. Xela's got no boost though. Still a 2-goal advantage. Has the attack and has boost. Flikza early challenge. Goal again. Xela messing around with it on the goal line. Is this a ping-related issue, or is he choking up a little bit here, or is he?
I don't know what it was a minute ago. He seems to be fine now, or right now.
6-7. There's one goal in it. It's been a brave comeback here from Flikza. It's been a really tough series for him. Xela's been outstanding, but he's giving himself a chance here. If he takes this game, Edger will bump, surely. No, he goes low, and Xela aware of it again. It hasn't worked. Where's the Edger will bump, Breezy? We had the perfect setup for it. Oh, he's challenged early as well. 30 seconds remaining. This is... I'm not sure how you're going to score from this position. There's no way. Xela challenges. Xela's got boost. Xela's got ball. Flikza's got none. He's retreating. When does he challenge? Immediately. Good challenge. Corner boost won't spawn. He's going to have to get this one shot in. Xela is there. He's going to get there first. 15 seconds. What has Flikza got? Been a good end to this game for him, but Xela will have the ball, Xela will have boost, and we're into the final 10 seconds. Just can't see a way through for Flikza here. Xela will advance, Xela will play Wolf Tick, and he has 3-0'd an elite